back with another Liddy video. In this video, we basically will be talking about the best 3 methods that help you quantum jump. These methods will definitely help you quantum jump. It will change your whole perspective on quantum jumping, and it's actually easy and simple. Let's start the video. One is my favorite. It's the mirror method. You basically look in the mirror, play subliminals in the background or a high frequency in the background, and you just let that play, and you look in the mirror and you repeat those affirmations towards yourself. So if you listen to subliminal that don't like got the affirmation sound, like you can't hear it, you know what I'm saying, then try to listen to a what they call it, ramp. I think it's called like ramp, like auto, I don't know, okay? I just know, like, if you play something in the background and look in the mirror, you will literally be able to quantum jump, because you're literally focusing on yourself while that's playing in the background. So it's internally entering in your subconscious mind naturally, you know what I mean? So doing this can really help you quantum jump. I actually did this many times with just like my looks, overall my personality, my YouTube channel, and it's working. And it's like, don't rush it, because just know, like, quantum jumping is really about embodying that emotion in the present, and knowing that the physical might take a little time, it's a little time to catch up to your internal state, but it will. It has no choice. Even though it might take a little time, it will. So just keep embodying that version in the present. Paper and pencil method. So this is actually easy. All you have to do is get a paper and pencil. And with the paper and pencil, you want to write down the dream life like you already accomplished everything. So basically, you want to act like the future self that already have the car, the home, the money, the lover, whatever you're trying to manifest, etc. So basically, while you're writing it down, you want to feel that excitement, that joy. While you're writing it down. So while you're writing it down, feeling that joy, that excitement, you're going to realize, wow, like, you can easily trick your brain into believing that something happened even though it didn't happen. But the whole time you're just entering and tuning into a timeline that already exists. That's why you can feel those emotions and like feel that excitement, because that timeline exists. So ain't that crazy? I got my BMW. We got it in this year, this date, around this time. You could describe the color, the way it looked, how it feel to drive it. And you could say all those days you doubted and you felt stressed and you overnight working and all of that, you can just say that and be like, you got through it, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, you shouldn't stress yourself out, because you will know that you don't have to chase. You can attract and do things in divine alignment when you know your power. But yeah, don't stress yourself out. Those days where you felt like it wasn't no vision nowhere, you're here now. I got the car, and you want to like feel that timeline inside of you bubbling up, you know what I mean? Number 3 is the door method. So this is actually easier than the pencil and paper method. All you would have to do is get a door, you know what I'm saying? So say it's the door to your bathroom. Go into the bathroom, and basically you want to affirm, once you walk through that door to like leave the bathroom, you are now in your timeline, your desired timeline. You are now in your dream life. Like, you want to get your mind to know that, understand that, like get your mind to know the assignment, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just want to do this for 5 seconds and then walk through the door, because it's not going to be convincing for your mind. So you want to make sure while you're in the bathroom that you just get yourself to understand, once I walk through that door, I am now in my timeline. Once I walk through that door, I'm in my timeline. You can even play some music in the background to get the vibe up, the feelings up, but you got to get yourself to understand, once you walk through that door, it's over with. You are now that version. And when you actually walk through that door, you need to use the law of assumption and the law of detachment. You cannot be thinking about your desire. You cannot be looking at the physical. You cannot be like, okay, I walked through the door. Where is that car? While looking in the physical, you're basically telling the universe you do not have it. So the universe is going to reflect that back to you. So when you quantum jumping, just know it's all about internal. Reality going to catch up. Just, go in here. Because what's in here is affecting out here 24/7. So, yeah, when you're trying to quantum jump, you got to realize the power of internal, period. So when you go through that door, law of assumption, law of detachment will be your best friend, because you gotta assume that desire is already done, and you have to detach from the when and how and where. That's the universe job. All you have to do is know you're in alignment. We're reaching that desire, okay? So yeah. Number 4 is third person view. This is actually my favorite one. I actually mentioned this a couple times. Third person view is basically you close your eyes and you visualize yourself in third person view. So you see yourself, but you aren't yourself no more. You act like you're someone else watching yourself from third person view. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, you leave the body, but you got to do this with your eyes closed, because that imagination is infinite and it can create anything. So while you're doing that, you basically just want to see yourself feeling so much excitement. Like, you can be finna open the door to your new car, hop inside and start driving. You could be opening the door to your new crib, going to your nice mansion, you could imagine, and seeing how the whole mansion look. You can see your pool in the background. You can imagine yourself with a whole bunch of money, you know what I'm saying? But you got to make sure that you're actually in third person view, seeing everything, you know what I'm saying? So some people use their imagination and they're in first person view, which is cool, valid. But in this one, we want to quantum jump. We're going to imagine that we're in third person view and just seeing ourselves like that. So yeah, this is similar to just regular manifestation as well, but third person view, it actually is powerful. And while you're doing this, if your imagination is more, you know, a little creative, you can imagine yourself zooming in to your like body and snapping into that timeline. Basically, like zooming in, like now you're that person, like you're inside that person body. You get it? Like, you imagine yourself from third person view, doing whatever you trying to manifest, right? And then imagine yourself zooming in close into the brain, and then now you snap yourself and you're that person, right? And then once you're done, you law of assumption, law of detachment, and go with your regular day. So yeah.